Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with episode number 41 of the AC Milan career mode here on Xbox One, and we start today with a game away at Palermo, a team that obviously came up from Serie B last season. We have already played them this year at the San Siro, and it was quite a tense game actually. A lot of chances for both sides. Actually, only came out with a 1-1 draw earlier on in the season. So having to go away to Palermo, I was a little bit nervous that they were going to give us one hell of a game. As you can see, we currently sit fourth in the table, 3 points off the two teams at the top who sit locked at 60 points. Currently on 57, hoping to pick up a win here to give us that 60 point total. But Pedro draws a great save out the goalkeeper early on here. It's Viviano, of course, the Italian goalkeeper that is actually contracted to Arsenal. He must be on loan here at Palermo in their giant pink shirts. But we draw another good save out of him there in the 25th minute, trying to create some chances in the first half here, because we do need to maintain a good goal scoring record and a good winning record at the present. I think we've won almost 10 games in a row now in Serie A, and we were so close to taking the lead there through Stefan El Shaarawy. I just delayed too long when playing the pass with Ignacio Abate, and unfortunately he'd strayed into an offside position. But Alexander Lacazette got through behind here. Perhaps I probably should have tried to rifle that underneath the goalkeeper, but decided to try and dink it over him. Didn't quite work, and again Viviano was on hand to make some decent saves to keep them in the game. So I made 3 changes. Adam Yajic, Nigel de Jong and Giovanni Dos Santos coming on for El Shaarawy, Benyat and Alexander Lacazette. And I actually put Giovanni Dos Santos up top, hoping he could be the game changer. And you see Pedro's played through here early on, just after those changes have been made. Viviano makes another good save, but the chance isn't cleared very well by the defender. Falls back to Pedro, another good save by Viviano, but fortunately it drops free. And that man, Giovanni Dos Santos, fresh on the pitch, is just in the right place at the right time to bundle the ball into the back of the net, and we do take a 1-0 lead. But we were continuing our attacking push. Yajic tries to find Giovanni Dos Santos in the box again, this time with his left foot. Just too much elevation on it, but it did take a deflection. I thought he just skied it personally when I first had the chance. But we do pick up a corner. It's going to come in. Victor Ruiz goes up, and somehow Polly is able to get the ball over the line. I didn't know what the goalkeeper had done there in real time, and I thought it was just a mistake from him, whether he gone down and not quite been able to get the ball. But you'll see from both replays that I'm going to show you, he tries to 2-foot tackle Andrea Polli. Look at that. That is really, really weird technique. You'd have thought he would have just gone down with his hands there, but he's not. He's just lunged with his feet, 2-footed. Didn't get anywhere near the ball, and Polly's just ran through the challenge and been able to walk the ball into the back of the net. So fortunately we take a 2-0 lead, and Giovanni Dos Santos, really, really tidy finish on his left foot. The absolute game changer with that substitution. 10 minutes after coming onto the pitch, he scored 2 and we're 3-0 up. Although Palermo were still causing us a few problems going back the other way. As you can see, they're cutting into the box. It's actually Narsing who's involved, making a real nuisance of himself inside the box. And 2 back-to-back headers, the second one of which beats the goalkeeper, brings them back into the game at 3-1. Although, to be fair, it was a little bit too late for them to muster any sort of comeback, and we were able to run out 3-1 winners. So our goal difference goes up by 2, our points tally goes up by 3. But the very next game is actually in the Champions League. Now, of course, we won the opening leg of this game against CSKA in Moscow away in Russia 2-1. So we have a 2-goal away goal advantage, and it's not the strongest of 11s that's starting against them, because it was very, very shortly after that initial game against Palermo. But with that with that away goal advantage heading into this one, we were confident that we were going to be able to progress through to the next round. So you can see some big teams still in the draw, obviously, and some first leg tie or second leg ties still left to be played, but there were a couple of big results in there. Real Madrid 7, PSG 3 is probably the standout one, but it was Moscow themselves that were on the attack in the opening stages. Of course, they've got a lot of work to do here to try and claw back that disadvantage, and they draw a good save out of Asmir Begovic there. They're going to whip the corner in. We're going to try and clear it, but it's actually a header that comes in from their striker. Draws another good save out of Begovic, on hand to tip this one over the bar as well. So Alan Zagoev takes a second corner in quick succession. Ball comes in. This time it's eventually going to get scrambled clear after it just rebounds off a couple of players inside the box, and we live to fight another day. But Mario Balotelli is back in the starting lineup today after being away injured for quite a while with that dislocated shoulder that he picked up a couple of weeks ago. Really unfortunate for him to miss out on such a large clump of play, because he's been very, very important for us this season. and our main goal scorer, as he was last year as well. But Julian Draxler draws a good save out the goalkeeper here, trying to force his way into the first team on a consistent basis. Of course, Kozuki Honda holds down that first team cam spot right now, but Draxler has been very, very good for us since he came into the club, so hoping to he can continue that. But Nocerino plays through Mario Balotelli. Balotelli back in the starting lineup and back on the score sheet, puts us 1-0 up in the tie, 3-1 up on aggregate, meaning that CSKA now need 3 goals to progress through to the next round of the cup. And if they pick up just 2, then that will be the only scenario in which we can head to extra time now in this tie. But Adam Yates breaks free here, shrugs off the challenge of the defender, but again the goalkeeper makes a good save, push it out for a corner, and we head almost into the second half here, but we weren't able to get to the second half unscathed. Christian Zapata is going to just lean on the back of Musa there. There wasn't too much in it. You'll see from the replay, Musa just he kicks Zapata rather than Zapata putting a challenge in, and then just doesn't have the strength to hold off the weight of Zapata on his back. Unfortunately goes down. The referee deems it a foul, and unfortunately they pick up a penalty, and Alan Zagoev is going to be the man to step up to try and get them back in the tie, back in the game, and he smashes it into the side netting. It's 1-1 on the night, it's 3-2 on aggregate now, and if CSKA get one more, we will be heading into extra time. But we're into the second half, trying to extend the lead on our side if we possibly could, and Julian Drax is going to show a little bit of showboating, perhaps a little bit unnecessary in the circumstances, but still it was enough to put the defender off, to get around him and a shot away, but unfortunately he wasn't able to find the back of the net with it, and we're going to try and catch him on a counter-attack here, but Vernbloom is going to give away possession. I thought I was going to actually race away there, but the play gets called back because Marcel Janssen has gone down with knee ligament damage, which unfortunately is going to see him out for 3 months. Now fortunately De Chilio on the bench has quite a bit of stamina left from the previous game, and Rubinho wasn't involved, therefore I'm bringing him on as well to try and freshen things up in the attacking sense. In case they do get 1 goal back, we do have that counter-attacking threat with Rubinho, but you can see he does fall awkwardly there. Marcel Janssen is painful. It is a twisted knee, and unfortunately it did break his medial collateral ligament, so he's going to be out for 3 months. It'll be a big miss. He's been a good signing for us, good rotation player, but we come close here to them getting the goal they needed to take it to extra time. Fortunately it rebounds free into Asmir Begovic's hands. Mario Balotelli has got a great chance here, pushing into the 90th minute to finish the game off. Lovely Berber spin inside the box, but unfortunately the shot is straight at the goalkeeper Akinfeev, and we're actually going to get one more chance through Mario Balotelli as well. Rubinho plays him in. Nice Ronaldo chop inside the defender, and surely it's a case of just slotting it in the bottom corner. He plays it too close to the goalkeeper. It's another good save from the Russian, but unfortunately for them it isn't enough, and we are going to progress through to the semi-finals, not the semi-finals, through to the quarter-finals rather, of the Champions League with a 3-2 aggregate win over CSKA Moscow. As you can see, Barcelona through against Benfica, Real Madrid are through against PSG, United are through against Atleti, Galatasaray knock out Juventus 4-3 in aggregate, big result there. Chelsea are through against Marseille, Bayern Munich are through against Liverpool, and Manchester City have knocked out the German side Borussia Dortmund as well. So we're back to Serie A action to finish the episode out. A stronger starting lineup in this one, hoping to maintain that 100% record so far in the Serie A in the past few games. And hopefully players such as Alexander Lacazette, who is starting ahead of Mario Balotelli, who we don't want to rush straight back into action. We're going to give him a little bit of a rest considering he's just come back from injury. But Lacazette has scored a lot of goals for us recently, and we're going to need him to do so again, because we're 3 points off Juventus at the top, 1 point behind Napoli in second, but it's actually Benyat that's going to get the first opportunity with a free kick 31 yards out. 15 minutes in, it's a good free kick headed towards that top right hand corner. It's actually Kasper Schmeichel in goal of all people to pluck the ball out of the air, and unfortunately we aren't able to take the lead just yet. But Pedro's going to go on a nice little jinky run, plays in Honda, just gives it an absolute whack with his left foot. That is a tremendous finish from around about the same sort of yardage that that free kick was taken just a short while ago. 32-32 is what it says on the clock, and probably about 32 yards it was for Honda to absolutely smash that. Fantastic. We will watch all 3 replays of that, and actually we're only going to watch 2 because this one was the best angle, but a great strike from Koizuki Honda. It did curl back towards the goalkeeper, so he probably would have had a chance had he been able to get up towards it a little bit sooner, but fortunately for us he wasn't able to do so. And again, Alexander Lacazette, we mentioned him scoring goals. He gets another one there, just helping the ball on its way across the goalkeeper, and just on the stroke of half time we take a 2-0 lead. Good ball into him there as the defender gave the ball away, and then it's just a case of extending the angle and extending the speed of the ball and increasing the shot power when he goes into the back of the net. And we're trying to extend it yet again here. Alexander Lacazette into Polly almost in the third half there. It's not the third half, it's the third goal in the second half. 75 minutes in, and it's Milan 3, Cagliari 1. And I mentioned in yesterday's episode that, or not yesterday's, in last Friday's episode, of course you'll be seeing this on Monday, I mentioned in the last episode that Polly hadn't been necessarily scoring the sort of goals that he had been, and it's pleased to see him getting back onto, it's pleasing to see him get back onto the score sheet. And Lacazette picks up a brace there, a lovely header, reminiscent of Branislav Ivanovic's winning header for Chelsea in the Europa League final a couple of years ago. But very, very pleased to run out 4-1 winners there. Honda and Polly with the goals inside and outside of Alexander Lacazette's 2 goals to give us a 4-0 lead and hopefully progress us up to the top of the table, which is exactly what it did. Our goal difference is superior to Juventus's, although unfortunately they do have a game in hand, as do Napoli, who will go above us if they win their game in hand as well. But for now, we sit top of the table. So we'll head into tomorrow's episode with our heads held high, hoping to improve on that yet again. But that's going to bring this particular episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please do feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind. That'd be absolutely superb. There was, of course, my player uploaded both days over the weekend, as well as World Cup Stickerbook action, of which there will be another episode tonight as well. So feel free to check your sub boxes for that round about 7:30 this evening. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so you don't miss out on any of the series on this channel. We've got this career mode, the my player, and the World Cup Stickerbook collection. So there's annotation on the screen on the left hand side to subscribe to the channel, or a link in the description, your normal subscribe button. And if you missed the last episode in this series, then there's an annotation on the right there to take you to Friday's episode, although of course feel free to check the channel page for anything you may have missed. But that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you tonight with the Stickerbook, and other than that, we'll see you next time.